Hello friends, this is Praveen. Welcome to the course on PHP and MySQL. In my last video, I had discussed about displaying data from MySQL database and searching a record based on some criteria. Today, I am going to discuss about updating a record in MySQL database using PHP. Before watching this video, I strongly recommend to watch my last two videos on inserting data and display and search the record from MySQL database. So update data. Steps for updating data in MySQL database using PHP. First is search form creation. We need to create a form to search the record from the database. Based on the criteria of search, the MySQL data should be displayed in an editable HTML form that we can give a name update.php update form, and the template of the HTML form should be similar to the insert form. All the validation which was implemented during data insert has to be implemented in the update form to maintain the sanctity of the data. Then after required editing of data, it is to be updated. SQL statement for updating data in a table is update table name set column name is equal to column values, and then the condition for which record the data needs to be updated. So if updating of data fails, then same update form should be displayed with the reason of failure. The reason of failure can be the failure of validation, etc. So we'll check display data. First we will move with procedural way, then we will see OOP approach. So to display data, we have seen in my last video, include conproc.php. This is the database connection information, and then cmd select star from trainees. Then execute this statement. After executing, just check if record exists or not. If it exists, then look through the records and then display it in an editable HTML form, so that the record, if needed, can be updated. So we'll first go to our text editor. Our text editor is Macromedia Dreamweaver. We'll start this. So it is getting started. Now this is our PHP project folder, PHP projects folder on which we were working. So I will make a file, new file, and just will search UPD proc procedure. Search for update procedure method. And here what we want three, a form, uh, form sorry form action will PHP, and then we'll make here echo HTML special chars to avoid XSS attack, and then we'll use $_ server PHP underscore self. That's it. Then method. Method is equal to, I'm using get here, get, and then slash. Now I will add a table here, slash table, and within this table uh, tr is there, slash tr, and within that we will write th slash th, and we'll give call span 3. Please search below. Next is we need to have a tr slash tr and 3 tds. td slash td, and we'll just copy and paste this thing. Control V, and here we have got a ID, and then we need a text box, input type is equal to text, then value we need not write now, we'll write name is equal to ID, and we can write placeholder here to give a watermark on this. Please enter ID, and then a button. Input type is equal to submit, name is equal to search, and then value is equal to search. Now we can do here, we can either work on the same page, or we can transmit this information, this ID information, to another page. If we want to use another page, then we will just transmit here, that data will be transmitted here to some page, update proc.php. Here we want here update proc.php. That's it. So we need to create a file here, new file. We'll process this form, this information, data information, in this file, update proc.php. That's it. Now just click here, just save and press function 12. You will see the data, whatever is entered here, one, it goes to the update.proc, update.proc with id is equal to 1. So we will pick this information, and then we will update the form here. We will display the form here. So what we will do here in the update.proc form, here we will import or we will just include our database information. So first we need to include conproc.php, conproc.php, and then once it is there, we will do or we will keep it in body part. That is better. We can do anywhere, but we'll keep it within body part, and then we'll pick the value. So if not dollar underscore, if not empty, dollar underscore get. So it will check the condition. If we don't get any information within this from the URL, then it will not process within this if block. So it will not get processed. If we're just trying to write echo hello, so what will happen here if I don't come from this search updproc.php file? What will happen? It is unexpected, this one. Why it is showing? Okay, one more parenthesis, closing parenthesis. So now what will happen? We'll check. Nothing is getting displayed. It is a blank page. But what if I come from this search.proc page, search upd.proc page, one, this hello should be displayed, hello. So it will come. When you come from search upd.proc, it will get executed. If you directly try to access update proc.php, the page will remain blank. Blank page will come. So now we will access the information passed from search updproc.php. $id is equal to dollar underscore get id. This is the name here. You can see this is the name we have used. So id. Now we will prepare our MySQL query, SQL query. So $cmd. $cmd is equal to select star from trainees. This is our trainees table from where we want to pick the data, and then we'll display that information in a editable template where id is equal to $id. Dollar id. That's it. We will use here one more. So dot id is equal to $id. That's it. Now we'll execute this statement. So if $res is equal to MySQL I underscore query dollar cmd dollar con comma dollar cmd. So this is, so the result will be saved in $res variable. So now we will check if there is a result, there is some data or not. So if MySQL I underscore num underscore rows $res is greater than 0. If it is greater than 0, then we will process the information here. We will process the information, while otherwise we will write else. We will do here one more thing, just better we can do this thing. We give some indentation. So tab, okay, else we will write echo there is no record with id is equal to $id, and then please click here. So for that, click here, we will add an anchor tag href is equal to, so we will use single quote here, that will be helpful. Single quote is equal to search upd proc.php click here. /a to go to search page. But when there is some record, I will check, will store the information, while $row is equal to MySQL I underscore fetch underscore array $res. So it will look through all the records, and then we will display the information. So what do we want? We want to display a form here. So we will display a form here. So just we can do here. We can just close our PHP script and then start PHP script. And within this, we will print our form. So what we need to do here, form action is equal to update proc.php, or okay, update proc.php, and then method is equal to post /form, and then we will make some table here. Table slash table. So what are the information, what are the columns there? So we'll just check here exactly. We'll make that many rows to update. So let me check the table first. JavaScript must be enabled past this point. So what is happening? We'll just check it if JavaScript is disabled or not. Internet options, reset all security, and then reset all zones to default value. Apply. Okay. So this is good. Now it is working. So root, go. So this is our PHP project folder, and this is our trainees. On this table we were working with. So ID, name, gender, date of birth, email, name, gender, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 columns. Or we can leave updating password. So name, gender, date of birth, 5 columns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 columns. We can use that. So table tr th slash th rather tr, first tr and then slash tr, and within this we need call span 3. Or we can do one more thing. We can just if we need the same template, we can use our insert record. So insert proc, this one, we can use the same table. So we will use same table here. That will save the time, and then just copy it and we can paste here. Control V. Everything looks good. Just check in the design view what information has come. So this is how password and confirm password. We can remove this password and confirm password. So in the code view, we will remove our password part and confirm password. Password and confirm password. And then we'll cancel, and then here we will change the name of button to update, and then the value should be update. And we need to initialize all these variables first. So what are the variables here? We have variables used. So what we will do, we will just initialize all these variables. $name is equal to $gender, or what we will do here, $day, $zen is equal to $day is equal to $month is equal to $year is equal to all these variables which are used, dollar name, $zen, and then $day, then dollar month, dollar year, dollar email, and dollar mob. So we'll initialize all these variables. Dollar email is equal to dollar mob is equal to blank, and likewise we will initialize for all the error messages. So dollar name err is equal to blank. Okay, is equal to dollar then err is equal to dollar dob err is equal to dollar email err is equal to dollar mob err. If any validation fails, then this variables will come into the picture. So these variables have got initialized. Now if you check here, so all this information is coming. So what we will do here, we will store all these values from here. Dollar name is equal to dollar row name, and then dollar gen is equal to dollar row gender. Now next is our dollar dob is equal to dollar row dob. This is what the dob capital column name is. This is what the column name is. So next, what we want, we need to split it. So dollar day is equal to substr dollar dob comma 0 up to date. So we need to take from 0 to 2 int length 2 digit. That's it. Dollar month is equal to substr $1 dob comma 3 comma 2, and then 0. Okay, first is for year, so it will come YYY hyphen mm. So we need to start it from D4 hyphen 5 mm 7 8. So we need to start from 8, and then we need to start from 5, and then dollar year is equal to, as the syntax of date of birth is year hyphen month hyphen day. That's why it is, I'm using this thing, substr dollar dob comma 0 comma 4. That's it. Month, and then the after date of birth we have email and mobile number. So we'll take that information as well. Email is equal to dollar row, email. Next is mobile. So dollar mob is equal to dollar row mob. This is how we can display our information. Save it. Now just try to search some data. Let's enter some information ID, search. Syntax error unexpected. This one on line 18. Update proc.php. So line 18, what is that? Line 18. Why this is okay? One more closing parenthesis is missing. Now it should work. Where's function 12? Okay, nothing. It won't come. We have to come from search upd proc.php. One search, the information is coming here. Everything is coming. So it is getting displayed. Now what we want, we can change the date of birth or whatever we want. And when we click this update button, data should get updated. When we click, what is happening? The data is getting disappeared. Why? Because on clicking this update button, that information here, the get part, ID part is not available, and that is making the form to disappear. So that we need to address this issue as well. So what we will do here in the update proc. Now after displaying this, we'll check another form here. If it's set dollar underscore post, uh, this update button means if this button is clicked, then will the script PHP script within this if block will be executed. So we can use here, we rather use in this part control X. What is the part at the topmost? Okay, so what is the part if I, okay, if not empty, so we need to go beyond this. If is set dollar underscore post, this one, this one, okay, let me check first if it's good or not. Online this one, line 86, okay, 2, so 1, we need to remove it. So if this update button is clicked, then we need to pick the form data which we need to edit and update. So edited data need to be picked, and all the validation which was implemented during the inserting of data needs to be implemented here as well. So we can copy all this information from insert proc. So what we need to do here, we'll just copy all these things. Dollar check is equal to 1, name validation. I'm just copying one by one. Control C, Control V. Name validation, HTML special class string. to avoid this XSS attack, and then to avoid trim, to avoid unnecessary spaces at the in the beginning and at the end of the name. If empty, name error, name is required, dollar check is equal to 0. Else if fragments, so that only it accepts alphabets only. If you are unsure of making this validation, then please watch my videos on form security and validation. Next is gender. We will just just a minute. We will just close this part and then update proc. We will check this as well. Just it. Next is empty. If you need, if this gender is not checked, then please check your gender message should come. And then for the date of birth, for the date of birth, email, and mobile number. That's it. Password we don't require it because we are not displaying that password, so we don't need that right now. So we will do this one: mobile number, email ID, and date of birth. So all these three validations. So all these three validations, if it is day, month, year, so it should be. Please select your date of birth. Email should be in email ID format, and this is the regular expression, and no control should be left empty. Or next is mobile number. Mobile number should be of 10 digit. Next, what we will do if all the validations passes, if dollar check is equal to 1, then we need to process our update. We will form our update uh, update statement. So dollar cmd is equal to update. So before going to the making the statement, we will get back to our presentation from slide. So from current slide. So this is how our display data procedural. So we are able to display our data. Now we want to update data. So what we need again, that database is imported, so we don't need to import it again. cmd update train is set name is equal to dollar name, gender is equal to dollar gen, dob is equal to dollar dob, exact same way, and pass. Yeah, password is there, but I'm not using right now password, so this column is not needed. Where id is equal to dollar id, so we'll just use it. And then again, to check if data has been updated, then echo message should come, data updated. If some validation failure comes, then again that same update form should be displayed within this else part. So we'll check that now. We'll get back to our editor. This one, $cmd update trainees, update trainees, set name is equal to dollar name. That is what we have used the variable here for the name, dollar name. So this name we will use. Then gender, dollar gen, gender is equal to dollar gen, comma dob is equal to $dob comma $email, sorry, email is equal to $email comma mob is equal to $mob. And after this we have to give the condition. If we don't give put the condition, then what will happen? All the record present in the database will become same record. So we, this is very important. You have to put this condition, otherwise every record will get updated with the same information. So where id is equal to $id. So here everything looks good. One more thing we need to do. The moment if some failure takes place, suppose now we need to display this, and we need to execute this thing. So if MySQL I underscore query dollar con comma dollar cmd. So if this gets executed, fine. Echo data updated. Data updated, and again we will copy that information. Data updated, please click here to go to search page. You copy and paste all these things. Single quote. Please click here to go to search page. So we need to remove here as well too. So this is how, if everything works perfect, then fine. But what if some validation failure takes place? So what will happen? We'll just check it first. So preview will display some information to search. Data has come. I'm just changing some data here. Then information sandeep@yahoo.com. Right? Update. Nothing is coming. Why does nothing is coming? Let me check why nothing has come. We have not actually saved it. So I need to save it first. Then it will come. So it is saved now. Now we can check it again to search. It was not saved, I guess. Update. Undefined variable ID online 145. So why this is coming? Data updated, click here to go to search page. So online 145, where it is? So that is what happened. Since The moment we clicked this update button, so we don't have that ID information. So we need to store that ID in a, so what changes has been made to our database. Let us check it, because I think the information has got updated root. Let me log in. Go data. It was showing data has been updated. So what information is there in the trainee table now? Okay, nothing. It is still the same. So fortunate enough. So it is not actually recognizing this ID, because that ID is there within this. If dollar underscore get array is not empty, then, but when we click this update button, then that URL has no get information, ID information. So we need to store that information as well within a hidden field. So we'll store that also here. So here we can store it here slash here, and within this td slash td, and then call span 3, and we will use hidden input type hidden value is equal to PHP, and we will use this value here. While loading this information, this ID is available, so we will save this information in this hidden part. So echo $id, and then name is equal to ID. That's it. So that information need to be picked here as well after clicking. So $id is equal to $id is equal to mm, $id is equal to dollar underscore post ID. Now it should work. Save it. Now check if it is working or not. To search, everything is working good. Now we want to update some from gmail.com to yahoo.com. Update. Data updated. Please click here to go to search space. Just clicking here, and it is going to search UPD proc. Oh, P is missing. So that's why it is not coming. Search UPD proc. So here UPD proc. So we need to change at that place as well. Search UPD proc. UPD proc. So now if we see the information, that information should have been changed from gmail.com to yahoo.com. So this information has been changed. Everything looks good. Now what will happen if I intentionally or by mistake some validation error comes? Suppose I make it to 11 digit, and if I try to update it, so the form becomes blank, blank form. Why so? Because on failure, we are not here in on failure, we are not actually displaying anything. We are simply doing things. So on failure, if this query does not exist, does not execute, then we need to again print all this form here. So what we will do, we will just add here PHP script and we will start. And within this part, we'll print, we'll copy and paste all these things, all our form action, and then this one, copy it and paste it here. If it fails, then we want our form back. Save it. Now press function 12. Okay, we have not come from search update proc.php page, so it is displaying a blank page. Now again will come from search update page to search. This is the page. Now if I try to insert some 11-digit mobile number which is not a valid mobile, so update, again this is not coming. Why it is not coming? Let me save it. Probably it is not saved, so save it, and then we will do it here where I have put all these things. Let me check here. Else, right? Else but fine, no issue. It was not saved. So saving, you need to save uh, at every moment. So I did here update. Again it is not getting displayed. Why it is not getting displayed? Let me check why it is not displayed. So this data is getting updated or some failure. Let me check why this is happening. Okay, this is the case. I got it. We need not do here in the else part. We have to check here on this if block. If $check is not equal to 1, because if a validation fails, then it will come to the else part of this one. So we'll just put here if and tab, and then we need to remove us here as well a curly brace. Now it should work. To search, we made some changes. Update, please enter 10-digit mobile number. So now if validation fails, earlier it was not happening because I had used for the else part of this this if. I have used the else of this if, but when validation fails, then it should go to the else part of this if. So now I'm printing the form, whole form, in the else part of this if, this if. So now it is form is getting printed. So if any validation fails, then that form remains intact and we can update now. So we will update. Okay, please enter 10-digit number. We'll just change Okay, last digit I am changing to 4. Update. Data got updated. Click here. I'm just updating. Search. So everything is working now. 4. Now get back to our presentation. So this is how update data procedural works. Now we'll go to our OOP method. OOP method include dbcon oop.php, the database information in object-oriented way. Then again select star from trainee where id is equal to $id. Some mistake is there, so we have to pass on the information of $id as well. So $rs is equal to $con query cmd. So we need to make few changes here in the text editor. So we will come to our text editor and we'll just copy and paste all these things. So search update proc. Earlier we were moving to update proc.php. Now I will move it to update OOP because same information is needed. So update OOP proc OOP, new file, update OOP.php. Just open it and we will just copy this update proc. Control A, Control C, and just put it here. Control V. That's it. And now we need to do few changes. First is con OOP, the database information. Con OOP. Then everything looks good here. $res is equal to. Now what we need here? We need to execute the query. So here we will $res is equal to, so we need it here as a $con. Execute it in the object oriented way. $con this way, and we will pass the information $cmd. So this is how we can execute our query, and then we'll check the rows. So $res $res num rows is greater than 0. If it is greater than 0, then we will $row is equal to $res and we need to remove this thing $res here. That's it. This is the part we can display, and now after that so we can display it here. We'll just check first if we are able to display it or not. Save it, save it, just press here 1, search, data is getting displayed and it is coming from OOP as well. So now we need to change for the update as well. So for update, what do we need? For update we need we'll just prepare that statement, similar statement, update trainees, set name, pick the values, and then we'll execute. If update works, then fine, we'll print the message. If update does not work, then we have to print the form as well. So we have copied all this information from the procedural method, so we need few changes only. So what changes? We will make that changes here. So after taking all this information here, we need to execute the information. So how we can execute here? We will execute $con pointing to query, and we need to just do this one. This is the few changes required. Rest everything is same. We don't need to do anything. Save it, and now we can check. Press function 12. 1. Search. Everything looks good. I'm just changing the date of birth from 1995 to 2000. Update. Data updated. Click here. Now again search 1. Record 1. The date of birth here should be 1995 now, or 2000 rather. 2000. Now if I change again to 1998, and then I change my mobile number to 94311 94312. Just update it. Click here, and you can check the information has got updated. Everything looks good till now. Now get back to our presentation. So we have seen how to update a record in MySQL database using PHP. In my next video, I will be discussing how to use prepared statement in PHP. Thank you for watching the video. If you liked the video, then please like, subscribe and share it.